guys, welcome back to That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shoddy. On this channel, I've had a lot of conversations on what men find attractive, and especially in the last video I had, which was why athletes date white women. A lot of people were misconstruing the conversation and assuming that I was saying that one race is better than another. However, I'm just pointing to the differences as far as culture and personality. And although not all white people are the same, not all black women are the same, I said that in the video and somehow people still seem to get mad. So today I actually came across an example that I find very interesting because we're talking about two black women, just so happen to be sisters and identical twins at that. And one of them seems to have much better luck when it comes to the dating market, and the other one is struggling. So let's check out the video and maybe you guys can see the differences as far as personality and why one is more successful.
This is Stacy from Dallas, Texas. I've been single for the past couple of years and my dating life, non-existent. The crazy part is I have an identical twin sister. We look alike, we walk alike, we even talk alike, but she gets hit on and asked out all the time and she's not even the single one.
We're both sociable and outgoing, which makes it ironic when men approach me instead of her. I think it's simply because I'm not looking.
I'm always out and about and I'm always making myself available. Steve, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Steve, will you please help find my twin sister a great guy? Thanks.
Do you guys see any difference between the two sisters? Like I said, it is not a racial issue. Most black men in America, most people in America date within their race. So in my previous video where I was talking about why successful athletes date white women, I was not talking about race. However, like I understand the title, the thumbnail, whatever. But if you actually listened and watched the video, it is not about race. It is about personality preferences. It is about finding a woman that is supportive, that is friendly, that is feminine. And so I paused the video, like I said, to see if you guys notice the difference between the two sisters.
Everybody, please welcome Stacy and her twin sister, Stephanie. All right, ladies, how y'all doing?
We're good.
Okay, so let me start with, where do you typically go to meet men?
I go everywhere. So I'm usually out at some type of professional networking or social event or community event. I'm out everywhere. The strange part about that is typically the guy who hits on me is usually it's the man who's gonna ask me for some money. It's the guy who's gonna hit on me. Or if I do get hit on by a professional guy, then it's somebody who's typically not really available and they're just looking to have fun. But my sister gets hit on all the time. And if somebody approaches us, it's really they're approaching her.
And you have someone.
I do, she does.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so since guys approach you more than Stacy, have you ever tried to play like wing woman, set her up?
I am always in wing woman mode. When we enter into an event or an outing or any place we are, I'm constantly scanning the room. I know what Stacy's checklist is, and when I'm talking to these guys or engaging them, I can tell in the first few minutes whether they meet this checklist.
So it's not that complicated of a checklist. Somebody who is handsome and somebody who knows how to handle a successful woman, someone who's emotionally stable, who likes to travel, who likes to have fun.
Okay, so I want to hit pause real quick because her list, although it seems very basic, to be quite honest, like she's looking for just a family-oriented man, a career-oriented man who shares common interests. Like that, I think all of those are fair requests. Like we do want people that are compatible, but the way that she is describing the man that she is interested in. And I said it earlier, not sure if you guys caught it, but she said handle. A successful woman. She wants a man that is going to be able to handle her. Similarly to Ebony Williams, which I talked about in a previous video, these women exude masculine energy, and it's okay. It's completely okay. But the thing is, they are looking for men that supersede their masculinity. A man that is so masculine. But like I mentioned, is it really possible for a very dominant man, a very masculine man, to be able to rein in or be in a partnership or in a relationship or be in a complementary relationship with a masculine female?
Who wants to have children, somebody who's looking to be in a serious relationship, somebody who's family oriented.
You got to know all.
Just the basics.
Them ain't basics.
Those are just basics.
Well, I mean, but let me ask you something.
I don't know her age, and she doesn't share her age. But later on, you guys are going to see, based on the men that Steve selected for her, I'm going to assume that she's in her mid-30s to early 40s. So she's in that range where she is trying to be more focused and zero in on the future that she wants. However, she never built that foundation. She didn't build those qualities, or she's at least isn't portraying those qualities that a man would find attractive, especially a masculine, successful man like she is interested in. And I also have another little thought that I wanted to share, is that I know that there's a lot of conversations when we focus on the fit portion, when we talk about friendly, feminine fit. However, I want to point out that Stephanie, the one in the green dress, the one that is single, is actually in relatively better shape than her sister Stacy in the black dress. She is smaller in comparison, right? However, the way that she speaks, the tone, the word choices, it's just, you can feel that she is a little bit more masculine in her energy, whereas her sister Stacy is very feminine, very soft-spoken. And even though they're both speaking on a mic, you can tell by the way that they are speaking, like literally the intonation in their voices, in their words. I don't know these women, so maybe I'm just reading into it, but it's evident because Stephanie is the one that's single.
You can't ask a guy this on the first date.
Okay.
Most men want a family, just not right as we're dating the first day.
Okay.
You know, he doesn't know that. You try to get that uncovered right away.
It's not necessarily if I'm asking them, do they want to have a family off the bat, but some people know that they don't want to have children, and I do.
When you first meet a man, no man wants to think they're heading down the pathway of a child.
But in the first couple of dating sessions, I mean, I want to know if we're using our time wisely.
Wow. I'm going to help you.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're a type, but I've met you before.
Okay.
Because you're educated, both of you. You've got a very successful career. You're independent. And you portray that to a man.
Okay. Okay.
So now the man has no place to fit in. If he can't be your knight in shining armor, if he can't ride over the hill as the cavalry and save the day, what's he for?
All those things that she accomplishes really respectable. However, those are not things that every man is going to prioritize. Those are not traits and attributes that men are seeking when they're looking for a life partner. Steve hit the nail on the head when he said that these men are not looking to have these conversations right off the bat. Some men actually are, but I think the issue is that they can sense the desperation or the thirst, or they can sense the fact that Stephanie is here on a mission. She is trying to come up with a plan, or not a plan, but she is trying to come to an agreement with a man that she is attracted to and wants to be in a relationship with. She wants it to be efficient. She is a businesswoman. She is a successful businesswoman. So for her, time is money, money is time. And so she wants to be effective and efficient in her dating process. However, she does not realize that that is a turnoff.
Fellas, introduce yourselves to Stacy and her sister, Stephanie.
I'm Jay, former professional football player, turned speaker and author. I write personal development books for teenagers, finishing my master's in licensed family therapist. I enjoy working out. I enjoy movies. I'm looking for a woman who's confident, ambitious, but also has some balance. And just looking for a partner to help me walk my purpose out in life.
My name is Stacy Sheffield. I'm 39 years old. I'm a model in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I have 2 kids who are my world. I'm looking for a woman who's goal-oriented, ambitious, and loves to travel, and who could be kind and sweet to me and my kids.
Well, you wanted kids. Bam!
My name is Quintia Smith. I'm 35 years old from Dallas, Texas. I'm a natural disaster catastrophe adjuster. In my spare time, I love bowling, shooting pool, going out to eat. I'm looking for a woman that's God-fearing, respectful, respectable, somebody I can grow with both emotionally and spiritually.
So I just realized that I've been completely swapping their names. Stacy is the one that's in the green dress, and Stephanie is the one in the black dress. Stacy is the one that is on the market, the one that is available in the green dress. Anyways, getting back into it, I think the men that Steve brought on the show seem like decent guys. Of course, like we only know their intro, and just from the intro and what they have shared, I think I know who Stacy would like to pursue or would like to go on a date on with again. I am biased, and I think that the right guy, or the most decent guy on stage so far, seems to be Quintius, but I want to share something, and I'm going to let them all go through their intros again. But I noticed that Stacy, every single time that the guys are done with their intros, she looks out to the audience for their approval or for their claps or their feedback. Why that is, I don't know. I know there are women who do select men based on their conceived value by the group, by the whole, right? Like they want a high value man. And who determines what a high value man is? The amount of women that want him, apparently. So I'm gonna run it back and you guys pay attention.
I'm Jay, former professional football player, turned speaker and author. I write personal development books for teenagers, finishing my master's in licensed family therapist. I enjoy working out. I enjoy movies. I'm looking for a woman who's confident, ambitious, but also has some balance. And just looking for a partner to help me walk my purpose out in life.
Did you guys notice the eye contact? Immediately after he said his intro, looked out into the audience.
My name is Stacy Sheffield. I'm 39 years old. I'm a model in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I have 2 kids who are my world. I'm looking for a woman who's goal-oriented, ambitious, and loves to travel, and who could be kind and sweet to me and my kids.
Boom. Immediately out to the audience once again. I'm telling you. I notice these things.
My name is Quintius Smith. I'm 35 years old from Dallas, Texas. I'm a natural disaster catastrophe adjuster. In my spare time, I love bowling, shooting pool, going out to eat. I'm looking for a woman that's God-fearing, respectful, respectable, somebody I can grow with both emotionally and spiritually.
All right, Stacy, what do you think so far?
So you guys have found some really great guys. Quintus, do you see yourself in your current profession for the rest of your life?
I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. So eventually, I want to become incorporated doing the same field I do, and I want to have my own team.
Awesome. Jay, what is the longest relationship you've been in, and why did it end?
The longest relationship I was in was about 2.5 years. It ended because I was young, just emotionally wasn't available. And so I was in my 20s, and so it ended because just wasn't emotionally ready.
Stacy.
Just a reminder, he used to play in the NFL, so he is an ex-athlete. I'm assuming when he was in his 20s, when he was in that relationship and not emotionally mature enough, like he said, not wanting to settle down or commit, that was when he was at the peak or at the height of his success. And I find that to be the case with a lot of men. And I don't blame you guys, right? You're on your purpose. You have this one opportunity to kill it. So you're focused. You're not focused on establishing roots or, tending to a woman's emotional needs. But that is very telling that this man is almost 40 and his longest relationship has been 2 years. And that was while he was in his 20s. Very interesting.
Are you a spiritual person, and is it necessary for your partner to share the same belief system as you?
I think that it is necessary. I'm a Christian, and I feel like the Bible says God is love and love is God. So if someone doesn't have that relationship with God, they don't know how to love me.
Okay.
The crowd loves that answer.
I'm gonna ask a question for you.
Okay.
Q, what do you do in your spare time?
I think about the future a lot. So basically, I just have to build towards what my end goal is. I want everything to be set for my family when I do have one. And that's pretty much what I think about a lot.
Jay, what do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time now, I'm currently writing my 4th book. And so I journal a lot, take a lot of notes, do a lot of people watching. Because I love to write, about my feelings and emotions and thoughts like that. So, and then it means.
Listen to me.
I feel like I'm being so judgy right now. Because honestly, they all do seem like good guys, right? From what we see from the minute or so getting to know these men, they seem like decent men.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you listen to their answers, you find out about what's in their heart. So who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Jay, Stacy, or Quintius? Y'all talk it over, and I'll handle this for.
And who y'all
women know
think?
how to whisper and everything. Dudes
I
will be
already
so
know who
loud.
they're gonna
I
pick.
think number 2, dog.
99% of women
No, he
are
got
going to make the
sax,
same
man.
decisions
we need
as her.
somebody else in the band. Well, what about Quintius? No, he be praying all the time. Ladies, the decision is yours. We got twin sisters gonna pick it. Which one of these gentlemen will you be getting to know better?
Steve, I'd like to get to know Jay.
That's what Steve thought, and that's what I knew that she was going to pick. Like I said, I believe that most women are going to pick Jay, and they're going to pick the athlete. They're going to pick the entertainers. Most women are going after that 1% of men. Jay has shown you from his past that he does not settle. He does not get into committed relationships, and I'm not saying he never will. I'm not saying that. But there are some men that are okay with being playboys for a very long time. Okay. And so that's the thing. I mean, she is, like I said, probably in her late 30s, but she still does not have the ability to find good men, to choose the right man, I should say. Because they're all good men, but she doesn't know how to choose the right man. She says she is interested in a man that is family oriented, a man that is driven, that is ambitious, that likes to travel. And Quintus, that is him. He's constantly thinking about the future that he wants to build and how to get there. He wants to be an entrepreneur. He currently is a natural disaster adjuster, so I'm assuming he works in insurance. And that's a very good job. And maybe to Stacy, it's not sexy to have a man that is working under someone currently. Based on the women that I've talked to and the friends that I've made in my past, it appears that women don't actually want to be with you during that building stage. They want a man that is ready made. They want to meet a man who is already successful, who already has the funds and resources to spend on her. She has a great career. She is living in the big city. She has money. She travels. She do all these things. And if a man cannot add to her life, she doesn't actually want to choose that family life. She won't. She's not going to downgrade her current life to get that life of being a mom, of being a wife, of having a family. Like, that's not actually her priority. Because like I already said, most black men want to date and marry black women, and most do. But a man like Quintius, if he continues to go on his purpose and he continues to come across women like Stacy, there's going to be reasons why he then starts to look outside. Because women like Stephanie, who are feminine, who are friendly, aren't available. And that's the issue. A lot of women like to talk about how there's not enough good black men, high value men available, and they're not willing to settle, and that's why they're going to divest, is going to be the exact same reason. And I actually see that it's more valid from a man's perspective. He's a decent guy. He's a good looking guy, a nice guy, a God-fearing guy. And nope. Even like, I don't even know why Stacy was checking for the audience approval, because she obviously did not go for the choice that everyone else was standing ovationing for. Everyone loved Quintius, and she still picked Jay. Why? Because he's an ex-athlete, and that's the issue. Those guys win. So the last clip I'm sharing is going to be from the late Kevin Samuels, and he's going to talk a little bit more about what Stacy mentioned she was looking for in a man. I'm going to remind you guys that she was interested in a man that can handle a successful woman.
And this is where women need to understand. Today, so many women want men to be able to, quote unquote, handle them. I'm strong, I'm educated.
I'm a PhD.
No. Men of value ain't handling shit. Ladies, let this be your wake-up call. Men ain't handling ish today. Far too many women think that men have to go out here and make themselves the best version of themselves, and then these very men got to turn around and figure out your code. I can't tell you how many beautiful, attractive women I have met who are smart, business mind, look incredible, incredible bodies, but they don't bring peace.
Once again, he hit the nail on the head. Even Steve said that he recognizes the type of woman that Stacey is. An attractive, educated, successful woman who places a lot of value on everything that she has to offer. But she does not understand that everything that she has to offer, those are just the toppings. Those are just the additional sprinkles. It's like I hear a lot of women talk about that sprinkle, but like I don't even want to get into that. I don't really truly understand it. But this, your career, your house, your accolades, that's actually the sprinkle on top of a sundae. Because if you don't offer the friendly, the fit, the feminine, that's your ice cream, that's your bananas, that's your base, okay? Those are gonna be the things that make you a sundae. Everything else, sprinkle. Your career, the hair, the makeup, the everything else, sprinkle, okay? Your house, the fact that you traveled, sprinkle. And I'm saying this as a woman that have traveled to over 20 countries filming in her own house, okay? All of that shit, irrelevant, sprinkle. But anyways, I enjoyed this conversation. I hope you guys did too. And again, just reminding you guys, the conversation on what men prefer is not about race, okay? Watch this video again if you still think that. I'll talk again with you guys next time. Bye.